Wee! Picture me rolling! Welcome to Wheelie Detailers. My name is Martin and today we're going to talk about tire accessories, and I'm going to show you two new ones from the Decon range. Stay tuned till the end of the video to learn how to prep and how to dress your tires perfectly matte or satin. I'm going to show you a couple of new products. The first one is back on many requests, the tire applicator in the basket. So the cool thing about this one is you apply your tire dressing on the foam part of the applicator. Once you use it, normally the tire applicators or sponges in your detailing bag or on your detailing card, smearing everything up. In this case you have this easy plastic basket which you just close it in and you lay it away without the smear, without the mess. So life of a detailer is all about being clean, and much more cleaner than this with tire dressings it doesn't get. So we had it in the past for some unknown reasons. It faded away out of the previous programs, but we brought it back to the Decon program. So this is the Easy Contour Tire Foam Applicator and Basket. I'm gonna use this one, as well as thank you Tom for hinting on this one. And you can find Tom if you would search on Fris for the Deur, or we could link him here in the video. The Harry Curveball tire and trim brush. It's very soft. It's got a firm rubberized grip on top, and the cool thing with this one is you apply your dressing into the hairs, or you spray it into the hairs, and from there you would apply it on, let's say, a tire wall, on some plastic grill elements. So we're going to use this one too in the video, together with two secret products, a soon to be coming matte or satin tire and trim dressing. So I'm gonna slide my car a little bit closer to the car, so I've got everything on hand. In this stage we didn't do anything on the tire just yet. You can see some rests of some previous applied tire dressing, so it's not completely clean. We're gonna start with that first, and we're gonna make sure, especially between, let's say, all the letters on the tire walls, that everything covers evenly and perfectly. So let's go. So to remove old tire dressing and or gel and or oxidation and contamination from the tire, I'm going to use a workhorse towel, in this case a green one for exteriors. I'm going to spray on a little bit tire and trim cleaner, and I'm going to agitate that over the surface. I have my tire walls completely clean. So old grease. Let's switch to a clean section, and the tire wall is clean when you don't get any smear anymore off of it in your towel. So it's already way less than the first time. First attempt, second attempt. I'm gonna give it a third attempt. To be honest, I'm gonna give it a fourth attempt. So there's a little bit of soapy residue in there. So I'm gonna use a detailing brush and some IPA. I'm gonna spray the IPA in the bristles of the brush to make sure all soapy rests, all citrus rests of the tire and trim cleaner are gone. Let's wait until the tire a little bit dries up. It's already starting to dry over here. Top secret product. Only Decon resellers know at this moment. This is a water-based tire dressing. This is actually a sample bottle. This is not the final bottle for the Decon range yet. Apply it on the applicator. Spread it out over the surface and then apply. In this case it's a water-based cream for, in let's say, one layer, a dark and a matte finish. And in this case I'm going to use the oil-based black tire gel. I could actually spray it on the tire, but I will probably also spill and overspray on the wheel edge, which I'm not really fancying. So I'm going to spray it in the bristles of the brush, apply it to the surface, and I have to say it glides effortlessly, really. You can really see already it's oil-based product. I'm gonna wait until it dries a little bit, but I really have to say you glide so easily into all the 3D shapes on the letters and the brand. I can really understand now why Tom loves this so much. So let's place it here. Let's wait a minute, then we come back when the surface is dried, so we can do a good comparison. So we did the first initial drying time of 60 seconds. In this initial drying time, we can see that the water-based dressing is completely dry. Also, if I touch it with my fingers, it's completely dry to the touch. Over here on this side, we can see that the oil-based black tire gel still needs a little bit of curing time, so it's still a little bit streaky here. Also, if I glide it with my fingers, it's getting slippery. So I would say a little bit more contact time would be better here, or just to re-wipe it with a microfiber towel. Also, what I'm going to really look closely to is how well did I touch the surface. Also, let's say between the letters. So I just did this with a foam applicator. I would say that goes pretty well. Here these are really small letters. This could be a little bit better, to be honest, here. And over here with the brush, you can see that you touch it in and around also those small letters here. Safety warning and stuff. Tire failure due to blah blah blah. The curveball brush touches it much better, as well as in, let's say, here in between. Let's say this is like a 0 center part, or here around the S. But I would say, which we also advise, that with the black tire gel you should give it a second layer anyway. So I'm gonna do that. And let's divide that part into quarters, so we can have a good comparison between 1 and 2 layers of the new dressing. Also, once when you applied it a few times, there's enough in the surface to work with for a long time. So second layer on this part. So in case if you see after 60 seconds and still a little bit of on-lying tire gel, then it's just easy to glide it effortlessly, so take off all the excess material. What did we do? 1 layer of the upcoming matte tire and trim dressing, 2 layers of the upcoming matte tire and trim dressing, and here we see the high gloss finish of the oil-based black tire gel applied with the curveball brush. See the part where the masking tape was, so this is only cleaned. Here we see 2 layers of satin finish with the upcoming tire and trim dressing. Here we see the 2 layers of black tire gel, still curing a little bit. And here very low, so the lowest quarter, here we see 1 layer of the upcoming matte tire and trim dressing. And to look into the details of detailing, how good did we rub it in around, let's say, the letters on the tire. So the large ones from Bridgestone go quite okay with also the contour applicator. But here when it gets smaller, it's really difficult to get, let's say, around the L or the B. And that goes with the curveball brush much better. And I would say if you do this with a matte spray, like the interior matte from Decon, you would have like a more matte and even finish. In this case, you have a little bit of glossy finish. Also make sure that with the curveball to apply it correctly, because here near the tire edge, I forgot a spot. So I need to redo that. Better. So yeah, let's come to the conclusion. So a short recap on what we actually did. So very important always to pre-clean the tire walls first. So we can see here at all the gray and black and brown spots, debris, some rest of brake dust, although the car didn't really drive that much. But we also see a lot of old tire dressing and gel that's being cleaned off. And in this case, I would normally advise it to do it with a black towel, but if I did it now with a green towel, you could actually really see the color difference with the smear and all the rest. I took off the towel. What we then did is to make sure all soapy rests of the tire and trim cleaner are gone. We used a little bit of IPA and just make sure that everything was gone. So the more clean the surface is, the better, in this case, the dressing and the gel will adhere. Then we divided the tire with masking tape and chose for 1 part with the upcoming tire and trim dressing and the other part with the black tire gel from Decon. So yeah, you could really see the difference. The dressing, we used the easy contour form applicator. Soft foam goes into the basket. It applies pretty good, to be honest. If you have like large letters, let's say in this case, let's say like Bridgestone, it covers really well of also, let's say, the center in the O, for example. But the smaller letter types, it didn't really cover so good. So you saw a little bit, some space around the LBS and the other stuff that we just didn't cover so much. So for, yeah, geeky detail lovers, I would really say the curveball brush really brings in a lot of added value. Hope you find this an informative video and it helps you to detail better, get better results that last for a long time. So first clean, prep, apply your dressing or gel, then enjoy that for, I would say, 4 to 6 weeks easily. Also when it's cold and when it rains. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't do it already, please hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon so every time we do an upload, you get notified ASAP. As well as tell it to your geeky detailing friends as well, because we like to grow this channel as large as we can to make more content like this for you. Thank you very much for watching. See you guys and girls in the next video. Bye bye.